Welcome to FlixLens, where we dive deep into the darkest, boldest, and most brutal cinematic worlds. Get ready, because these films don't just scare, they stay with you. Number 1. X 2022. In a quiet Texas countryside, a small film crew arrives chasing dreams of stardom, but destiny has other plans. Their rented farmhouse hides in eerie silence, as if the walls remember screams that never left. When night falls, shadows stretch longer than they should, watching every move. What begins as ambition turns into a nightmare stitched with fear. Each creak of the wooden floor feels like a warning from something ancient. The crew quickly learns they are not guests, they're prey. The danger closes in, not with roars, but with slow, unsettling calm. Every step becomes a choice between survival and surrender. And by the end, the Texas night feels like a beast swallowing the world whole. A brutal, gripping spiral into terror and vulnerability. Number 2. Terrifier 2 2022. The return of Art the Clown begins with silence, cold, heavy, and deadly. A small town prepares for Halloween, unaware that horror has already slipped into their streets. Laughter echoes from the shadows, twisted and sharp like broken glass. A young girl becomes the last line between hope and pure nightmare. Every hallway, every doorway seems to breathe danger. Art's presence isn't loud, it's inevitable, unstoppable. The terror builds like a storm waiting to split the sky. Fear becomes a living thing, crawling under the skin. By the final confrontation, survival feels like a miracle. A relentless, brutal journey only the bravest can endure. Number 3. A Wounded Fawn 2022. A simple weekend getaway transforms into a descent into madness. The woods whisper warnings, but love blinds the senses until it's too late. A charming man hides a darkness that waits to strike. Soon, the cabin becomes a stage where nightmares take center spotlight. Reality bends, twisting into hallucinations full of ancient fury. Each moment feels like the world is cracking open. She searches for escape, but the forest feels alive, hunting her. Voices echo from nowhere, taunting, urging, pulling. The line between predator and prey dissolves in chaos. A haunting tale of violence, fear, and the mind's final stand. Number 4. Barbarian 2022. A rainy Detroit night brings two strangers to the same rental home and one chilling discovery. What begins as an awkward mistake becomes the start of a deeper nightmare. Strange noises drift from the basement, calling someone down. Courage turns to regret the second the stairs creak. Below the house lies a maze built from secrets and suffering. Every turn hides something worse than the last. The darkness down there feels older than the city itself. Trust becomes a fragile thing, shattering with every revelation. As escape seems near, horror shows its true form. A terrifying modern classic about danger lurking beneath everyday life. Number 5. When Evil Lurks 2023. Two brothers discover a horrifying infection spreading through their remote village. The possessed wander like broken dolls, whispering curses. Rules must be followed, or the evil inside them grows stronger. But human fear makes dangerous mistakes. Every choice leads to a new shockwave of terror. Families crumble as supernatural forces choke the land. The brothers race through forests and farmlands, desperate for answers. But the evil moves faster, hungrier, smarter. Hope becomes a fading candle in a storm of chaos. One of the most disturbing possession stories ever told. Number 6. Infinity Pool 2023. A tropical vacation promises sunshine, luxury, and peace until a single mistake destroys everything. A couple wanders into forbidden territory and unleashes a nightmare. The police deliver a punishment unlike anything imagined. Clones, guilt, and identity blur into madness. Each decision leads them further into a world with no rules. Bloodshed becomes entertainment for the rich and twisted. Pleasure and fear collide in disturbing ways. The island feels alive, feeding off human weakness. Escape seems impossible when you can't trust your own reflection. A stylish, brutal dive into psychological and physical horror. Number 7. Terrifier 3 2024. Christmas lights glow, but terror returns in the form of Art the Clown. The holiday season becomes a playground for pure evil. Snowy streets hide the screams of those who vanish into the night. A determined survivor vows not to run anymore. The clash between innocence and brutality explodes. Every scene hits harder than the last, pushing limits. Fear spreads across the town like wildfire. Art's silent grin becomes the face of unstoppable horror. Hope fights back, but the odds are merciless. A vicious, jaw-dropping holiday nightmare. Number 8. MaXXXine 2024. Hollywood in the 1980s shines bright, but behind the glimmer lies danger. MaXXXine chases fame with fire in her eyes and demons on her heels. Strangers watch her every move, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The city feels like a stage where violence plays the lead. A new killer stalks the neon-lit streets. MaXXXine battles both her past and her hunters. Every phone call, every shadow feels like a warning. Survival becomes a performance she can't afford to fail. Glory demands sacrifice, but at what price? A dark, stylish conclusion to a legendary horror trilogy. Number 9. Stopmotion 2024. A grieving artist retreats to create her masterpiece, one frame at a time. But loneliness becomes the doorway for something sinister. Her puppets begin to feel alive, moving with a mind of their own. Dreams twist into waking nightmares. Each scene she films seems to awaken something darker. Reality unravels as clay and flesh blur together. The studio walls close in like a living creature. Her art devours her sanity stroke by stroke. She fights to keep control, but fear takes the lead. A disturbing psychological descent into creation and destruction. Number 10. The Outwaters 2022. A group of friends takes a desert trip to film a music video. But the desert night hides a voice that shouldn't exist. Lights flicker like dying stars. The ground trembles beneath them. Their cameras capture moments too terrifying to explain. Time fractures, looping into madness. The desert becomes a labyrinth of screams and shadows. Something ancient hunts them through the dark. Every recording feels like a message from the end. Escape is replaced by cosmic dread. A raw, terrifying found footage nightmare.